versus legal drinking age should be lower or higher. Okay, so
I'll say the legal drinking age should be higher.
okay, and then you're lower, I guess.
Well,
we need two sides,
We
right?
need two sides. Okay, so I can go first, I guess.
Okay.
I think that the legal drinking age in Canada should be higher because right now a lot of drunk driving accidents are happening when people are drunk, and it's mainly younger people. And so I think that because of this, as well as other crimes that are committed by drunk young people, the legal drinking age should be raised because it's clear that we are not responsible enough to know our limit, and we're abusing the privilege of that substance. So I think that the legal drinking age should be higher, as well as to teach younger people that you don't need to drink to have fun. You can just do an activity with your friends and you don't have to drink. As well as a lot of people are drinking when they're younger, and it's illegally drinking and stuff. And so I think we should be more strict with that, and as well raising it with just okay.
I think the legal age to drink should be lower because I think it teaches responsibility for people at a younger age, and they can learn about responsibility better. And I feel like if you don't teach the kids at a younger age about important things, I feel like they'll most likely get into bad habits later on, and they won't know what to do and what's wrong and what's right.
As well as because
yeah.
you have more time.
Oh, and also I think yeah, that's my argument, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I would say also for your point that I guess we're doing both now. But I think for your point, there's also the fact that just because you raise the age higher and you make it more disciplined, it'll just teach the kids to be more sneaky about it and be better at hiding drinking underage. So it's not going to stop the problem. It's just going to make it harder to get around, but it's not going to stop people. You know what I mean? So I think you're completely right that you have to explain whatever and be proactive about it and not just ban it or whatever, because that's not going to work. So I think your point.
It can create more responsibility.
Yes. I think your point really makes a lot of sense for that too. Personally,
sorry, I think I gave Kat a bit too less time to explain her point.
No, that's okay. You were just kind of okay. So it's oh, alright.
Oh, I'm at 10 seconds left, but I think you still had another minute and 10 seconds left.
That's okay. I don't really have a lot to think about for raising it higher. Because personally, my own point, my own personal stance on this is that it shouldn't be higher. It should just be more responsibly done. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that you had a really good point.
If the kids if they can't control their drinking, if the parents can see it, then I think the parents should definitely take action to stop. You know.
And I feel it just needs to be done in a way that because if you take something away and just say you're banned, you can't do this, it's not going to stop behavior. It's just going to make it make the kid find different, sneakier, more dangerous ways of obtaining this, and it'll make it worse for everybody involved. So I think you're right, it's going to promote worse habits if you just do that. So I think you're completely right. And honestly, I don't know why I took the higher side.
I actually think that you're right, though. It should be higher, though, because they're more mature. You know,
We should have just switched.
But
Okay.
yeah. But anyway,
yeah.
There we go. We both won.
Okay. Wait, do I
Um,
have to say now, who?
Who won? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have to pick a side.
I think that Carmen, with her point, is actually really strong with.
I agree. Yes.
Because the more you tell someone not to do something, the more they will try to do it, and
I feel like
you
Kat
teach
said
them,
that.
No, but I was adding it to your point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was helping your side. So I was like kind of switched sides for a moment because I definitely agree. Like, yeah, Carmen's point was very strong.
Yeah.
Responsibility.
Because
So
like, if you show them that like, it won't be like, like, it's not like a bad thing to drink. But if you drink a lot, then that, and you have like an
gotta
addiction,
control
that's
your
bad.
means.
So I think that you should teach the kids at a younger age. So I agree with Carmen, even though she was on the other side. So I agree with you too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First one is done.
Subject will be. Jesus Christ! How do you open this?
Sorry.
Okay, hold on. Alright, so the third subject is kids are smarter than grown-ups. It's kind of crazy. I think it's good that I'm sitting out on this one because I like basically all my work experience is just working with children. So I think it's good that I'm sitting out on this and you guys get to talk about it, alright? So who wants to take
You don't have anything. I don't have anything to do for the kid if I do.
Wait, no, who wants to be pro? Who wants to say yes, kids are smarter? And who wants to say no, grown-ups are smarter?
Okay, rock, paper, scissors for yes.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Paper, scissors, shoot.
I can't. You or yes, kids
Kids are smarter, grown-ups are smarter.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants Okay, do you want some time to think about it first?
Okay, so
grown-ups are smarter is your first point. Okay, ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
But how they're dumb, right?
Okay, just ruminate on your points, okay? Ruminate on them. You gotta do your point. You're gonna do your. Do you guys want to switch or something?
Okay.
Okay, you know what? It's okay. I'll worry.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Okay?
Wait, so I still go first?
Yeah, grown-ups are smarter. That's your point.
Me?
Yeah.
Grown-ups?
Grown-ups.
You
kids.
said you were gonna do that. The grown-up one is smarter.
Yeah, so your grown-ups, your
I'm
kids.
grown-ups.
Okay, so we're gonna start. Ready? Grace.
Good luck, Carmen. Okay, so I believe that adults are definitely smarter than kids because for one, they have like a lot more experience and like the reason why they are grown up is because they're
You're using a lot of vocabulary right now. Because they are grown. Okay.
and then so like, you know, it's stuff about like history.
Okay, let's start again. We're just laughing. We're just laughing the whole time. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Okay, that was funny. Your opening statement was because they are grown up. Okay.
How about we switch out Carmen and grown-ups?
You do grown-ups. You do kids.
Okay.
Do you want to do grown-ups?
Doesn't matter. Do you switch or no?
We can switch.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because you have like a younger brother. You can say, oh,
Yeah.
he's smart for his age.
Okay.
Okay.
Me on this side.
Okay, so you'll do grown-ups.
So am I starting?
Yeah,
Yes.
you'll do
Okay.
grown-ups, okay? So Carmen's now starting.
Okay.
Okay, I think grown-ups are smarter because they've had a lot more experiences in life than kids, and they know what to do that's better for themselves. And especially if they have like a family, then obviously the parents, they know how to like they know better what's best for like the kids. I don't know if making any sense right now, but
You got
but-
friends.
obviously the parents have like a huge influence on the kids on what's right and what's wrong, and that's why I think grown-ups are smarter. And yeah, because also they went to university as well probably, or like they got some sort of like education to whatever like job they got, and so kids can't get jobs until they're around like 15 or 16. So
Okay.
that's why I think kids are less smart because they don't get the experience until they're 15 or 16 where they can get their jobs, and
No life
but
experience.
there's no life skill sets yet,
Yeah.
like no life experiences.
Wait, but does that make them smarter? With real life experiences?
No, but like adults have like
I think what Carmen's trying to say
education
is
and real life experiences.
Yeah, I
But
think-
kids don't get really real life experiences until they can like work at the legal age, or they can drive, or they learn all of that.
And like the
But-
experience part is like they go through like something and then they learn from it. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah.
So they learn from the experiences and they kind of build
And
them.
I feel like it's also different, like when you learn something at school, it's kind of different than when you experience it in real life. So it's kind of different. So I guess adults, they get to learn both because they went through school and like university and like actual real life stuff. So I guess that makes them smarter, and I guess that's my argument of why I think they're smarter.
That's your argument.
I think that's
Okay.
Okay, so now your turn.
Okay, I got it.
Alright.
Okay, so this subject was actually kind of brought up yesterday when the adults, like we invited people over to my house and like they had a conversation about like their kids, like my younger brother and his friend, and then they were talking about how like kids, like their kids are actually sometimes smarter than them, like they can outsmart them. I think that's also because like life is always like going on, and so there's new experiences, and like maybe some adults don't want to or don't have the capability of learning new stuff anymore, and then so kids are always learning.
Yeah. Like
And
they
then
have an open mindset, kids.
yes, exactly. And then so I think that kids would be more open to new possibilities, and I think that can make them smarter. And because like information is always changing, like biology and like I don't know, math maybe, and then so like they would develop new thoughts and more experiences as they grow older. But wait, hold on.
They also learn from their parents. So if they see
Yeah.
their parents have something going on, they're like, oh, I'm not gonna make that mistake.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Max sometimes can actually outsmart me too. So that's kind of sad. Yeah. I still have like 30 seconds
Also maybe like technological advances for like the kids. I guess
Yeah,
you can make
because
them
like parents are
smarter.
more close-minded, and so it's harder for them to learn things, which is your point. But then kids, they grow up with new things, and they also learn from the mistakes of their parents. They don't have to make that mistake; they already know the lesson, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I also feel like adults are also like mentally more mature. That's
Yeah.
also like
Okay.
why I think grown-ups are smart.
Yeah. This is hard. I think they both brought up really good points. Like I liked some of your points of like the openness.
But actually, I
open-mindedness.
think she made pretty strong.
Because like, yeah, like if you look at your own parents, like you can see who has an open mind, who has a closed mind, and who's advancing in life, right? Because sometimes it's easy to just stop. Once you're no longer in like school or something, and you just like go to work, sometimes it's like your mental state just kind of stops. Like you just don't absorb new sort of like information. So that's a good point. But also your point about like life experiences and making mistakes and then learning from those lessons, which is sometimes what kids don't get. Like they don't get those life experiences and they don't learn from it because they haven't done it, right?
Yeah, but I think it
Really? But I feel like at the same time, like adults, because like they already experience kids' life. So like they already have like a lot of information. Like kids are still growing, so like they're not really there yet. But like I think that they can still have them. But I shouldn't say that. That goes against my project.
we can edit that out if you want. You can
Yeah.
just cut it out. But yeah, no, I would say that Carmen wins because like if you think about it, like there's like a 50-year-old doctor, right? He's like a surgeon or something. He's like a doctor. He learned he's like he had school and training and everything. Plus he's like was like learning on the job and like, oh, this is how you do like you fill out this form for your work because they don't teach you that, like, right? And then he also like learned like life skills, like this is how you pay the electricity bill, guys. You know, like he learned all of that for his 6-year-old daughter. Yeah, she has a doctor as a dad, but like she can't go into the surgery herself. You know what I mean? So I think grown-ups, but you made a lot of strong points, to be honest.
Thank you.
It was a hard one to do. Yeah.
At least you were strong with it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, me too.
Ok, alors j'ai fait un débat avec deux autres personnes et je n'ai pas connu les différents sujets avant le débat. C'était une surprise et je pense que c'était une difficulté pour moi parce que comme type 6, j'aime préparer pour ces situations-là. J'aime savoir ce qu'on va faire et discuter pour que je peux avoir des idées à quoi parler. Mais dans cette situation, je n'ai pas eu le temps à préparer à ce que je veux à ce que je voulais dire et j'ai senti vraiment anxieuse parce que j'ai peur d'échouer et je n'aime pas quand je ne sais pas quoi dire dans le moment et, je, et je sens comme quelqu'un qui ne sent pas préparé quand je ne sais pas quoi faire et je pense que dans ces situations-là, ça m'aide beaucoup à développer comme personne parce que j'ai besoin beaucoup plus de situations qui me rendent anxieuse pour que j'ai moins peur dans la vie parce que la vie, il y a toujours des situations anxieuses ou soudaines et j'ai encore peur euh, de faire des débats aussi parce que j'ai peur de ce que les autres vont dire à propos de moi parce que j'ai des points de vue plus controversés et je pense que quand je parle de mes opinions ou idées controversées, je veux que les gens m'aiment, mais je sais que ça va être difficile parce que il va y avoir des gens qui ne m'aiment pas à cause de mes idées et je pense que ça c'est quelque chose que je dois encore améliorer, c'est que pas tout le monde va aimer ou va être en accord avec mes opinions et idées et je dois être en accord avec cela. Et c'est quelque chose que je dois encore travailler sur. C'est mon anxiété avec ce que les gens pensent de moi. Et je dois aussi travailler sur l'anxiété dans les situations très soudaines. Et je pense que quelque chose qui va m'aider avec l'anxiété, c'est de parler avec les gens qui vont vraiment m'aider dans ma vie, comme mes parents et mes amis. Et je pense que j'ai fait un progrès dans cette expérience d'un débat parce que j'ai essayé de mon meilleur à penser à ce que je veux dire dans un très petit bout de temps et c'était un peu stressante pour moi et j'ai aimé cette expérience, c'était vraiment positif. Ok, aussi, après le débat, un progrès que j'ai fait, c'est que je peux penser à mes réponses beaucoup plus rapidement dans le stress et ça, c'est pas ce que j'ai réussi à faire avant ce débat et je pense que ce que je peux faire maintenant en pensant à mes réponses plus rapidement peut vraiment m'aider à l'université parce que durant les tests ou dans les situations stressantes avec les projets en groupe, je peux penser les idées rapidement pour régler le problème. Ok, alors je suis à la toilette maintenant de la restaurant. Les cousins qui viennent de les cousines de mon père qui sont venues de Singapour ne sont pas arrivées encore. Alors j'ai vraiment peur de faire des conversations avec eux. Je peux vraiment sentir mon cœur. Je trouve que c'est vraiment inconfortable maintenant. J'ai comme beaucoup d'anxiété maintenant. Alors j'espère que les conversations vont aller bien.
What to understand Cantonese? I mean, I prefer speak English. English, oh yeah. Yeah, what is it about?
Oh, I'm doing a French project, so where I have to get out of my comfort zone and just talk to strangers that I've never met before.
Okay, a project that where you have to speak to strangers that you have not met before. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, so what is it that you want to get out of this?
To get over like my fear.
Oh, I see.
So I'll let you guys talk for a bit first.
So can I say that you are a very shy person? Would you consider yourself as you are very shy, that you do not like to speak to people that you don't know? What about your classmates, new classmates that you sort of meet the new school year? I'm not sure about the school system here, but in Singapore, sometimes when you are promoted to second level or third level, you meet different classmates. So they are also people you don't know. So in your case, is it something like that?
Kind of like I was with the same group of people when I moved from like elementary school to like middle school, and then obviously I meet other new people there too. So I guess I feel lucky because I know some people already from like elementary school.
Do you just interact with those people you know? What about those that you don't know? Do you try to make friends with them and they become it means your group of friends has expanded?
Yeah, I will try, but maybe like a bit later.
Along the term, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, you want to speak to a gentleman? You know what? She's doing, is it a project?
Yes.
Yeah, so she's doing a project where she wants to meet strangers, people that she has not met before, and to try to overcome the fear of speaking to strangers. So she wants to interact with strangers. Actually, we are not strangers. We are related in some way. Because your grandma is my mom's younger sister. Get it? Your grandma is my mom's younger sister. The sister. So, your uncle is my cousin. Your mother is also my cousin.
So like you two are sisters.
No. She's my aunt. She's my aunt. My auntie. You know Cantonese?
My
mother and your grandma are sisters. Sisters, yeah. But my mom has passed away 30 over years ago. But your grandma is very young. Are you able to catch what we are talking?
I hope so.
Do you understand our English? Okay. Because 我哋嘅 English 同你哋呢度嘅 a little bit different. 係冇啊 Whereas easy English, I think you will be able to pick up easily.
It's okay. So we can understand. It's all good.
Okay, that's
You
good.
have to get used to different accents.
Yeah.
Just a little bit different accent.
Oh, you guys don't really have an accent.
Do you know where we are from?
Yeah, Singapore.
That's right. That's right. Hope you will visit Singapore one day. 有唔有 plans to visit Singapore? You want to speak to
好啊。
uncle to ask about him? Do you have any questions for us, by the way?
How
How was your guys' trip to Victoria?
Trip to Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay, you say Victoria. Do you remember where Victoria is or not? Because he has been to so many places, especially
No, I can remember.
you remember now? Okay.
We went to Victoria twice actually on this trip. The first time we were on the cruise. So Victoria was one of the port so we arrived at Victoria. It was quite late already in the afternoon. So we saw the night, how Victoria looks like at night. The lights, Parliament Building, other hotels, and the second time we went to Victoria, we were already in Vancouver before we went to the Keys.
You went with your
So we went with your uncle. Because we want to also see Victoria in the daytime and also other attractions. So we went there for guys. But you asked me what are the things we saw. Actually, yeah, the main one.
You have been to Victoria, right? Yeah. But was it a long time ago?
Maybe like 6 years ago.
6 is not too bad. Not that long ago. Yeah. We went to Projet Garden
Actually, I went recently, like during Christmas.
with your school mates?
No, just with my
With your family.
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
Okay.
like December of last year, so
Last
last
year,
year.
Chinatown, and then the Parliament there.
佢哋係咪幾？佢哋因為有 school 啊
travel from the ferry to
I heard my students say that they only have like counting to the days that they it's only like what 15 days left or how many days left?
Did you all go to?
That day was 19 days left.
And then we just
9 school days
went
only.
to a hotel, and then we just like walked around. So I had like a curling competition, so that's why we went during December. So yeah.
Okay.
如果係好似好好飲咁喎，唔知咩肉嚟㗎呢個？
Yeah, for us we spend one whole day there. So by the time we come back, it was quite late. I think 9 o'clock in the night.
Was it fun?
It was fun. Yeah, I like it. But your uncle kept saying, "You're not coming
Sorry,
back.
I said that.
Flowers haven't bloomed yet."
哦，難怪啱咯，我買啲中意飲
Heavy
咯。
rain, so the flowers sort of washed away by the water, the rain water. So there wasn't much flowers there, but I still enjoyed it. Yeah, very good.
But 去到嗰度都唔落去影下
How
相
do you like
可唔可以錄㗎？佢哋
哦，你嘅車唔可以落。
Singapore, first of all, the weather
你哋有冇去
is very hot.
Victoria？
So
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me, I was born in
誒，我
Malaysia.
有識去喎，
I'm
自
quite
己。
used to the hot weather.
I'm going to go
This is
Victoria
one
by
thing
myself
that I
next time.
feel a little
It's,
bit-
it's very easy.
It's not hard, right?
Oh, it's not
I feel
hard.
comfortable
I just
about
take
when
two bus to the
weather
ferry
gets
terminal.
hot. Other than that,
And
I
then
like everything about Singapore.
Once I take the ferry, then I buy the ticket by myself and I land passenger. Once I arrive there, I just pay the bus driver $5 for a day trip. I can take the bus everywhere.
哦，咁好㗎。
Oh, from one bus terminal, I can go to Projet Garden. Projet Garden, I take back the same ticket. I don't have to pay extra. I go to Chinatown, eat my lunch, and then I take the same ticket. I go to Parliament Hill.
Then
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, everything. And then from Parliament and the hotel there, I take you buy a bus ticket and bring me back to the ferry. $5 just the whole day.
So he doesn't have to rush.
Next time 我就喺個 hotel 嗰度住一晚2晚先翻嚟，唔使咁辛苦咯。唔使嚟地啲去就地啲翻好辛苦。
I know.
Actually, we spend a lot of time
On the ferry to
different
the
types
bus.
of cuisine.
I mean,
A lot of
the
Chinese food,
long bus
Indian
ride,
food, you know,
long
Eastern
ferry.
Asia
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, so a lot of time on the ferry.
個 bus 真係嘥時。如果喺 ferry 嗰度去嗰個唔知緊我揾 hour 個 bus。
哦，有要㗎，好遠㗎。
係啦，本身緊去 Chinatown 就我揾 hour 個 bus。
唔係，都係好遠㗎。Even if I drive, it's also take that long.
Yeah. Quite far. It's quite far.
Yeah, it's quite far 㗎，好大㗎。You have to understand 加拿大好大㗎，老細。
But Singapore is very small.
It's actually another city by itself.
Yeah, he doesn't know, but
It's very
it's quite big,
我一同飯
just like
right?
Hong Kong.
It's like even
我問佢
Vancouver, the Metro Vancouver is quite big,
You don't see that many.
right? You can go all the way to
一個 bucket
Mission,
㗎。
Chili Bag.
You don't see it's a big crowd like at the
But it's
Traffic
big.
Junction in Singapore.
That's why it's
When
very hard
green
to
light, you 啊，可能
You need to have a car.
而家仲兩次咪直連。
But if you don't want to have a car,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you stay in Burnaby, Richmond, Vancouver.
In a way,
If your
I took
activities
a
are
rent. 2 weeks
here,
Last week I couldn't do it.
right? Some
One day
people
I
they
brought young Vancouver and one day I
they
brought
only
young
live in
Vancouver Island.
downtown, and if they need
唔係啊，因為一桶飯㗎。
So much. Why is it that you have to do this project? Is it your choice or is it the
It's
teacher?
for my friend. It's for my friend's class.
It's of
你等下先，你等下分。
French class. Oh. So you are learning French in school, right? So your project will be in French. Is it?
Well, for this one, it doesn't have to be. It just
Or
needs
is
to be
just a
something.
project that you need
Yeah.
to present?
But what do you need to produce as a result of this project?
Like a video of me doing it. Yeah.
Video of you composing.
Yeah.
So now you should take video.
Well, yeah, it's recording right
Are you are recording?
So do you think he would like living here?
我馬識一清假錢
I wouldn't. It's because of the weather. It's not because of the people or the environment. It's the weather. I couldn't
就係到 Father's Day 咯。
even
Oh.
even if it's a
Father's Day，
10 degrees, 15
我下邊嗰度啊，而家
I
有
couldn't
one
take it.
oh Japanese
Yeah.
restaurant
You
there.
know when I went to Alaska,
I think your daughters
I have a
and
lot of
Jason will like it.
the cold
There's one place that's only
and my
ramen.
skin cracked.
Tokyo have a branch
So
in Tokyo
I can't
something.
stand it.
Oh.
Then they said,
It's good to have holiday here, but
you
you
can have
have to
additional
live
order for no cost. No additional cost.
I actually studied in New Zealand. You know where New Zealand is? Yeah, I was
就得啦
there.
additional
You will
burger 就唔使
study
唔使錢
university. Yeah. And I have to go through
有啲人食3個麵啊，
Oh.
即係一個麵俾錢，兩個麵係 free 㗎。
So
Oh.
it was windy, and again I had all the problems on my skin.
係咯，你愛多啲
So
湯
once
俾
I
錢
finished my studies,
嗰啲
then like so cold country. No. Yeah. But I suppose you are used to this kind of weather. You wouldn't like to live in very hot country
Yeah, I
like
don't.
Singapore, Malaysia, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I can understand that. Just like your uncle. He said he never go back to Singapore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's too hot and humid. Yeah, when on hot day you find yourself perspiring,
Yeah.
and that is not comfortable at all.
你可以拎走。
Okay.
Okay.
I guess it's like a normal conversation.
Okay,
So
So we should relax, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Don't stress.
我擠呢度啦，你坐呢度先啦。呢係健康嘅嘢嚟嘅啫。I think maybe you brief us again about what this project is one more time before you start. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically this is my French project, and basically my teacher, we did like a personality enneagram test. So there's like 9 different personalities, and basically I took the test and I was like a type 6. So apparently like one of my weaknesses is that I get pretty anxious when like something is like unexpected happens, and like if I talk to like people that I don't know or I've never seen before, like I get pretty anxious because like I don't know what to expect from other people, like if they like me or not, or like it's just
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I get kind of like nervous. So yeah.
So you want to overcome this
Yeah.
anxiety?
Yeah, so like the goal is to like overcome and to like explore more of my like weaknesses and to like develop myself more, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So do you expect yourself to feel more at ease with us at the end of this talk? Is that what you try to achieve?
Yeah, to feel more comfortable talking to people that I don't know.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay,
So
understand.
you need to talk more often to people.
Strangers.
Yeah, or just do anything in general that makes me feel really like anxious, or like because like I like to like prepare for stuff personally, but like I can't really prepare for this because like it's like I don't know how people are gonna react if I like ask them stuff and like talk about random stuff. It's just like out of my comfort zone, because with my friends it's like really comfortable, so like I don't feel nervous at all, so it's really doesn't develop me more as a person unless I like do something that I'm uncomfortable with.
Okay. Get it. Can begin now? Yes.
Yeah.
So do you want to ask us questions or we ask you questions or
Like
can
both.
be
Both. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. How about we start by you asking us questions?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But would you like to know how to address us?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So like, how should I address you guys?
You can call me Uncle Francis.
Okay.
Yeah. And me is Auntie Kamha. Kamha. Okay, I spell for you. See whether you can form an image of these words. Kum is pronounced as Kam. Then Har. Ha. So that's my Chinese name. Yeah. So my surname is Lee, while yours is Chong, right? Yeah. So my surname is Lee. Kamha is my Chinese name. So you can call me Auntie Kamha.
Auntie Gamha.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's good. Or if you cannot remember, just call me Auntie will do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you guys both live
Have you
in?
started?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've started.
So did you guys both live in Hong Kong like before? You guys went to Singapore?
No. He was from Hong Kong. I was from Malaysia.
Oh.
Yes. So I studied from primary school to secondary school, which is we study until what we call Form 6. Form 6 is equivalent to grade 12, I guess. Yeah. And after that, I went to Singapore. I went to Singapore to do a course in teacher training. Then I became a teacher. And after 2 years, I went to New Zealand to do my degree, university. And once I graduated, I went back to Singapore to become a qualified teacher.
Oh, that's so cool.
Then I met your uncle after 2 years later. And we got married. Yeah. He was from Hong Kong. You can ask him.
Oh.
I was born in Shanghai, China. Then when we were very young, I think before the age of 6, our family moved from Shanghai to Hong Kong. So that's why I ended in Hong Kong. And then I actually grew up in Hong Kong. I had my education up to the college level, maybe call it, in Hong Kong. And then after that, I applied to UK to enter the university to study engineering. So that after 4 years, I graduated from the university. I went back to Hong Kong to work as an engineer. And then there was an opportunity for me to come to Singapore because the organization that hired me in Singapore, they advertised the vacancies in Hong Kong. And I saw the advertisement. I thought it's an interesting opportunity for me to be able to live in a different country. So I applied for the job, and they interviewed me, and then they offered me the job. So I moved to Singapore. So I was worked as a lecturer in a kind of polytechnic, and then after a few years of teaching, I moved into the management of for the college. So until I retired, I worked there until I retired, about 3.5 years ago.
Oh, that's so cool.
So boring.
So like, how did you guys know that you guys were the one for each other and like wanted to get married? Like, how did you guys know that you guys were the one for each other and like?
Oh, how do we?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I was 30 years old when I get to know him. So in my mind is I want to find the right man and get married soon before I can't reproduce anymore, because for women, if you reach 36 or 37 years old, you may face some risks if you get pregnant. Yeah. So when I finished my studies in New Zealand, I went back to Singapore to be a qualified teacher. Yeah. Then I have that aim of finding the right man. Yeah. Then of course I met him, and I guess I find that some of his qualities is what I look for. Yeah, but I don't know about him.
But have you regret?
Regret. We'll talk about that in private, right?
So, what did you think of her when you met her?
I don't know. I mean, when I first met her, I have this I feel very refreshing kind of feeling.
Aww.
That, you know, and of course I can sense that she has I don't know how to say. Let me no, really, you know, I have this refreshing kind of feeling that I say it's like it's the starting of my life, you know, and you know, another life that if you know, so I'm you know I really feel that she's the person for me.
Oh.
Carmen, you're very fortunate that we share this with you because we seldom talk about this.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have asked a question that no one has asked us before.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
the first time I do.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you are very lucky that you we share this with you. Yeah. Oh, you're right. You asked the right question.
Oh my gosh. So, also, like, your kids are doctors, right? So,
What?
like, your kids are doctors, right?
My two children
Yeah.
are doctors.
So,
yes.
how did they get into, like, wanting to become a doctor?
Okay. First of all, we feel that children must be properly educated. So we try hard to put them in good schools in Singapore, right from the primary school. We call primary school after kindergarten, then primary school, secondary, then junior college, then only uni. Unlike the Canada education system, so we believe that a good education will give our children a good, better life. Yeah, so we make sure we find a good school for them, where they will have a very conducive environment in school, have supportive teachers, good classmates. Yeah, so that was what we sort of look around our area for the good school, and from then on they get into good school. We encourage them to study properly, study hard, yeah, and give them all the support that that they need. So whenever they're in trouble or some kind of problems, so they will know how to confide in us instead of running to somebody else or just kept to themselves. So this part, I think I have done quite a lot on that.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes my daughter or my son was bullied in primary school when they were young, about primary 3 or 4, which is grade
Primary
3 or 4 is
grade 3 or grade 4.
Grade 3 or grade 4. Yeah, still very young. So they were bullied, and when they came home, they start crying, and so I have to comfort them and give them the kind of emotional support. So from them on, they get stronger,
really
and they
good.
understand the importance of studying hard and doing well in their
Yeah.
studies. Yeah, but I don't stress them. I'll just tell them that as long as you work very hard, you study, we see that you are doing well, you are studying, whatever result you get is not important. The thing is you have to put in effort. So it doesn't matter the end of the result.
Yeah.
You can fail, you can do very well, but I see your journey from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
That is the effort you put in. And they were very encouraged, and
Aw.
they just study on their own. So
Yeah.
and they reach this level. Yeah.
Can I just add on to this
Yeah,
point? In Singapore, I think the life is quite stressful. I mean, the students they are quite stressed. They have to study very hard. The competition is very, very intense. But we actually, I think both of us, we actually did not pressurize or push our kids very hard. We just let them develop, like what Auntie Kampa just say. I mean, we give them space. We encourage to develop. We encourage them. So we did not actually in Singapore, the kids go for this a lot of different tuitions, private tuitions, enrichment programs like learning pianos, ballet, whatever. And we did not do that. A lot of kids are really stressed because the parents are pushing them too hard.
Yeah.
So we actually give them the space, and to develop, but we just support them, So it turns out to be quite well.
Yeah, do you think that's a good method to use and not to put like pressure and fear into the kids?
Yeah. In Singapore, you won't believe it. Some kids, right, they got 99 marks out of 100 in math, and go home and got scolded by the parents. Say, how can you don't get full marks? They can't.
Or if they manage to get, if they get 99 and then they get the next round, they get 90, it's a big scolding from the parents. Which is quite sad, I would say, for these children.
Yeah, it's still pretty good, like 90, like it's really good.
But people want perfect, everything perfect.
Like 100.
But of course, there are still a group of students who are pupils or parents who are like us. They are quite understanding. They don't want to stress their children. So it's not most parents are those pushy type. Your parents are not the pushy type, right? Do they have some set high expectations of you in your studies?
Not really, but I guess like I'm still kind of scared to tell them that like I failed and stuff like that. But like
I see. So how do you explain to them if you didn't do well in a particular subject?
I just tell them that like I failed.
Yeah,
but then, like, I'm
but
like
is
really
there a
scared
reason for you to fail? Did you tell them why you failed, or is it because the paper was difficult or you didn't prepare enough?
I guess like sometimes I'm like, I like studied, I'm like, I think I understand, and I get to the test, and then after like I'm like, oh my gosh,
it's so different from what you study, is it?
Yeah,
so you can't
like sometimes like I like don't study everything, and then so then after I'm like, wait, I didn't study this,
enough.
so like so then like I guess I didn't like most of the test is not about what I study, so then like that's why like I kind of like flunked it.
Well.
So yeah.
Okay.
Or it's either like I guess like I sometimes or I just like don't understand like what the teacher is saying, and like sometimes I feel like I get kind of scared to like ask for help from the teachers. So
I see.
just,
Why is it that you're scared of asking for help? Is it you are shy, or you are scared that the teacher will think differently of you?
I just think that like sometimes like when they like re-explain stuff to me, like if I don't understand, I don't really want to like ask again. So like
you just don't feel comfortable with that, right?
Yeah.
That's quite normal. There are a lot of students like you. Because I teach in school, you see.
Yeah.
There are some students I observe, they are very quiet. They don't like to ask questions. And when I go near them to ask any problem, but they will say, no, I'm okay. Which means, leave me alone.
Oh, yeah.
So I can sense they need help, but they do not want your help. So which I think it would be good if you try to think positively. I'm asking because I want to learn. And I want to learn means I will be able to understand problem and solve the problem. So for a student, I think that's very important. Learning is top priority. So that your knowledge will expand.
I'm also a very shy person.
Can you tell? Can you tell that? Actually, I would also say that I'm very shy.
Oh,
I do.
I feel like he's a bit more quieter than you.
When I was younger, I was also very shy. I don't like to speak to strangers. That's why sometimes I wonder, why am I teaching? I can face a class of 40 students or even a room of 100 over students, young people. But after the lesson, I'll be very glad over. So to me, it's like I'm putting on a show. So I managed to overcome that. So that's why I can talk sometimes quite comfortably with strangers.
That's really good.
So I am quite shy when I was young. And so I then analyze. I try to find out why I'm shy, why I'm shy. So I found that I'm too self-conscious. That means I always think how people will look at me. Like,
Oh yeah, me too.
yeah. So that means, let's say I dare not ask questions. I dare not speak in public or with a group of friends. I seldom talk because I'm thinking, all the time thinking that if I say this, what will other people think about me?
Yeah.
Will they say, this guy so stupid, ask this, or say this, or he is whatever kind of person. So I just want to hide my so-called the character or anything, so I don't speak. But when I go older and older, I start to loosen out a bit, that to say that yeah, I don't care what other people think about me. This is me. I mean,
Who cares what the
I-
other people think of you? Yeah.
I'm
myself,
myself, and also a lot of time I also look at my friends, whatever. I try to want to follow them and say, this guy is quite good, he can do this, so I want to be like him, or this guy, whatever, So I'm just too conscious about this. So so in other words, I cannot be myself. I try all the time to
be somebody that
like
he
you
admire.
or like him or her,
Yeah.
So but when I grow older and older and older, especially when you work and you are moving up, in the position, you start to need to be like, people say your skin, in Chinese say your
Thick skin.
you have to be more thick skin. That means your you don't care what you think about me. That's me, and I don't have to follow. I don't need to be another of you or another of her. I am myself. This is my character. This is, So gradually, I
Overcome.
Today I'm still a shy person, but it's a process. It's a process.
Yeah.
He's still, he's still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guess his age?
I don't want to be rude.
That's okay.
Like 60.
Oh, you make
You're
it
being very kind. You're being very kind. Yeah. Guess again.
63.
You're still very kind. Yeah.
I'm 70.
Oh.
I can be your grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm 65.
Oh.
Yeah. We have retired. We are not working anymore. Yeah. And our plan is, of course, to enjoy life now. Take it easy. Yeah. But of course, we still have to take care of our children. Both my children, they are doctors, so they work long hours, and when they come back home, they are tired, hungry. So we have to sort of prepare food for them, and make sure, whatever, like washing clothes, we have to do for them. Yeah. So their life is good.
That's really
not
good.
ours.
Hey, retirement is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I have the freedom to travel.
Yeah.
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 Okay, any other question?
Well, what do you guys like most about retirement so far?
Okay, as I said, we have the freedom, the time. Anytime you want to travel, anytime you want to participate in any activities, we can go for it. So when you're working, you can't. Yeah, so your job comes first. So retirement is it's a time for us to do things that we enjoy and enjoy doing, and that we want to do before retirement. Before retirement, you would think, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Yeah. So for me, I have picked up some courses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone for baking class. Yeah, and I've gone for sewing classes. Sewing, sewing clothes and all that. Yeah, sewing classes. Yeah, and I also
Painting.
yeah, I did color pencil painting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the things that I can't do when I'm working. I was working. Yeah.
What about
Something like
you?
that, yeah.
You're asking about our what we
Retirement.
do.
What do you like most about
Yeah.
retirement?
Yeah. a lot of people say when you retire, let's say you are working every day very busy, suddenly you are retired, you will feel don't know what to do, right? A lot of time on hand, you know. So a lot of people actually watch TV all the day, I mean the whole day, and or whatever. And but I don't find, I'm not in that situation. I don't think. In fact, you can ask her. I seldom sit in front of the TV to watch. TV.
I watch more.
She will.
I watch a lot of Korean dramas.
Oh yeah, I like it a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, you like too?
The cute guys.
Oh, the Queen of Tears. Do you watch Queen
Oh
of Tears?
yeah, he's so hot.
Yeah, that guy. He's
Oh my god.
great.
Yeah.
I do things slowly,
Yeah.
so I take time to do things. So I wanted to help her to do cooking because I think she has been cooking for too much, you know.
Too many years.
Too many
Too
years.
many times.
And
A week.
last time before COVID, I think she probably cooked one meal a day, a major meal, the dinner.
5 times, yeah. 5 times a week.
Five
yeah.
times a week.
5 or 6 times.
And then the lunch, whatever, I think she will settle herself because the 2 kids and myself, I was working. The 2 kids are at school, so she doesn't need to cook lunch. So the breakfast I always do myself. You know, very simple breakfast. So I don't need her to prepare for me. But during COVID, I work from home, and the 2 kids are also study from home. So she ended up like cooking 3 meals a day, you know, because now she had to cook breakfast, cook the lunch, for dinner. So it's a lot cooking. After COVID, then our 2 kids they were in medicine, so they work different shift. So now we also sometimes they work say like afternoon shift, so they will also have lunch at home, you know, or they do afternoon shift, then they come back very late, I mean 11 p.m. to have dinner. So she ended up like the whole day is cooking, you know. So you have to cook lunch, dinner, you know, everything. So I thought I should help her out. So I now cook. I did not know how to cook at all before I retirement. So I learned cooking after I retired.
Was it all her cooking before?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she's my master.
Seafood. You know seafood, right?
Yeah.
So I want to lessen her this cooking thing. So I cook two days a week. I mean just
Dinner.
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 But because other people can cook a dinner in 2 hours, 3 hours, you know, I need
Half a day.
no half a
Half a
day.
day?
About the half, at least the half a day.
Double the time.
She just said half a day.
Yeah, it's really half a day. He started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and our dinner is 9 o'clock. Or 8
No.
o'clock.
7:30 to 8. Okay, so because I do quite slowly, you know, I cannot cut the thing like that.
Yeah.
So
Very slow, yeah.
I wash, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I think I hope like it does help her.
Yeah.
So then the other times I now spend more time reading the newspaper or other things, and then also I'm in technology area.
Yeah.
So last time when I worked in the polytechnic, we emphasize on not the technology itself, but the application of technology. So we had to do projects that apply those technologies to say solve certain problem. Okay, and actually I don't quite like to do apply technology. I'm more interested in the theory of this technology, the mathematics behind the technology.
Like
So-
you don't like making it, you like to learn it.
The theory, is it? The
No,
theory.
because when you do application and say we want to focus on application of this technology, let's say AI, artificial intelligence, in manufacturing, say for example. But I have no good experience in manufacturing, so I do not know how to apply AI, or what are the problems in manufacturing we want to solve using AI. I'm not very good in this, but we have to do this. We don't, I mean, that organization does not want us to focus on the pure, focus on the technology for the sake of technology. We must find application of the technology. This part I don't quite like.
Oh.
So, but anyway, because I'm working in that organization, I have to follow the organization, so I have to do this. But after I retire, I had the freedom to explore myself. I'm not restricted by the organization anymore. So I spend some time also to, let's say now you look at certain technology, what attracts my interest is the theory behind the technology. So I can now have freedom to explore.
Very heavy stuff. Mine is easy going. Sewing, painting, that kind.
I got one last question for you guys.
Okay.
So, what is like the best piece of advice that you guys can like give someone like my age, like for the future?
Advice.
Yeah.
Okay, you said.
But you already make up your mind to do the just now the what is it?
Kinesiology.
Kinesiology. Yeah.
Kinesiology.
Yeah. So I suppose that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you can find out more about the employment possibility or
The
opportunity.
employment.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that means after graduation, after you have become a qualified
therapist, right? It's a therapist.
Yeah.
What area you want to go into? Let's say is it in the sports area or in the whatever. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this, but I think you can start to think about in which industry, so to speak, right, that you want to maybe go into.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. For me, I think because you said you want to overcome your anxiety and your fear with meeting strangers, right? Yeah. So my advice for you is just be yourself. Whatever you do, whatever you say, do not be so self-conscious, because ultimately people will forget about how you behave. Yeah, what you what you say, what you talk, all that. They will not remember. Yeah, so you just, as long as you be yourself and be comfortable, it should be fine. Yeah, so just enjoy the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and get to know people. I mean, you are free to ask questions, ask about them, and of course, if people ask about you, you must not feel anxious. You just tell them, express out confidently.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you will do well.
Okay.
All the best to you, Carmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have heard about you from your uncle since years ago when he was staying with me. He stayed with me for some years before he bought his own house. Yeah, so he said, "Oh, my brother has a little girl. Her name is Carmen," and showed me picture. So I have heard about you since you were very young. And he always showed me pictures of you. So that's why I said, "Wow, now you have look different."
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why I know you're Carmen. I mean, I know.
My sister Carrie.
Yes, but I'm not so sure about Carrie because your uncle seldom mentioned about the younger sister. Yeah. So
why?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
So probably because you're the older one. Yeah. So he spend more time with you when he comes back.
But we're not that much. Like, I'm not that much older than my sister, so like 2 years is not that much.
Yeah, he didn't mention so much. That's why I didn't really remember your sister's name. So I have to ask him again and again. Yeah. Because my daughter Grace, she always asks me, "What is Carmen's sister's name?" Keep asking me. I said, "I don't know. I have to ask your uncle." Yeah. So then when I asked, and I now remember.
It's really strange because I don't know who you guys are.
Yeah, correct.
So it's just strange to me that my uncle mentioned me to you guys.
I think
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
She
adore-
loves all of your
Yeah.
you, Carmen, and your other cousin. Is it two
Oh,
other cousins?
yeah.
Jason and Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he really wants to how call it be close to y'all and treat y'all well. That y'all are really part of his family. He's very close. He wants to be very close to y'all. So he mentioned often, and when you have celebration, he will send me photos. Yeah, and I can see that y'all are. I don't know, from the picture I see that is a very close knit family.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, thank you for having this conversation with me.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Ok, alors, la conversation avec les cousins de mon père que je n'ai jamais rencontrés, j'ai trouvé la conversation que j'ai eue avec eux, c'était vraiment intéressante. J'ai comme appris beaucoup à propos d'eux et j'ai vraiment senti peur et un peu inconfortable avec eux pendant la conversation parce que je ne leur ai jamais rencontré et depuis, mon père ne leur a jamais rencontré non plus. Alors, il ne savait pas beaucoup de ses cousins et je ne savais pas comment réagir dans les conversations avec eux avant ce souper parce que je connais rien à propos d'eux et des difficultés que j'ai encore, c'est que je vais toujours comme sentir nerveuse quand je dois parler avec des gens que je ne connais pas et quand j'ai changé des écoles pendant l'école élémentaire à middle school, j'ai senti encore peur durant ce temps parce que je sais que je vais rencontrer des gens que je ne connais pas et je vais aussi rencontrer des profs que je n'ai jamais rencontrés. Et c'était la même chose quand j'ai changé d'école de middle school à l'école secondaire. J'ai senti vraiment nerveuse et peur parce que je vais rencontrer des gens que je ne connais pas et je ne vais pas savoir comment ils vont réagir à moi comme personne et je pense que ça prend beaucoup de temps pour moi à devenir confortable avec quelqu'un et d'avoir des conversations très fluides avec eux et ça c'est une difficulté que j'ai encore parce que je ne suis pas une personne qui est très sociale avec les autres parce que je sens vraiment comme inconfortable et je pense que c'est quelque chose que je dois encore pratiquer dans le futur parce que quand je vais aller travailler ou aller à l'université, je vais toujours rencontrer des gens que je ne connais pas et la vie c'est à propos de savoir plus de gens et de avoir plus de connexions avec les différents gens. Et un progrès que j'ai fait, c'est que j'ai mis l'effort à demander des questions au couple et je pense que j'ai fait un progrès à demander plus de questions générales avec les gens que je ne connais pas, à demander des questions parce que je trouve que quand je demande des questions, les gens aiment ça parce que les gens aiment parler d'eux-mêmes et je veux qu'ils soient spéciaux. Alors, je pense que les questions que j'ai demandées ont vraiment comme aidé avec la conversation que j'ai eue avec le couple